shifting decoders, the height decoders, shifting them up a little bit. So next I'll be shifting the amplifiers up just a little bit, just to make some rack space for the second CTS 8200. That'll go on top of that. Go on top of that one. That one's going at the bottom, and the next one will go on top. Gosh, didn't think I would be able to fit that much in the rack. Yeah, show me the rack. Yeah, gosh. So that I'll remove that, and then shift these up a little bit more. This probably have to put it somewhere down at near to the bottom, on top of the other. Yeah. So I can't put the DCX on top of the other one, then put the other amp on top of the DC. So I have to shift this up a little bit and yeah, take a little bit to design it. So the leads are made up. So and then the other leads for the back surrounds there, they'll get I'll modify those leads, and then I'll sit down and I'll sort of think, how can I redesign it? How can I utilize the rest of the amplifiers? I'll just simply look around the room, watch a movie, look at the continuity of the picture, and the lousy atmos sometimes, it really is like, yeah, and to see if I can I think of putting the so now the Marantz, yeah, might think of putting that back in. I have to look at the that's still okay. It's only had a couple of months use, and then I've got that done on. So I think I'll have a look at the. I might just have a little break at the moment before I move the other amplifier. Not amplifier. Before I move that up into the next rack space, got to unplug it and all that, move it out, and then move the little clips in position. Shutty. So I'll look at the wow. There's the audio. Meow. Meow. brilliant, AVR. Loses sync. Can't even tell the, can't even tell, it's not that smart. Maybe the kind of trigger the, let's see if that, yeah, it should. No, I think turn something on, because it was on one mode, it was on auxiliary mode, but the smart TV's not that smart, and it's thinking there's no signal going out. Of course there's a signal going out, it's just not that smart. Now I should be able to go back there, hopefully it would. Should. Oh, should. That's, the lead came undone. HDMI and the computer's useless. I mean, who makes HDMI for on these computers, and they don't even put two screws to the side of the HDMI, so when you put the HDMI in, yeah, you tighten the screws up so that the thing stays in put, you know? There's even the slightest few millimetres, just a tiny couple of millimetre of just moving it outward slightly, it's not going to connect, is it? So let's have a look at this. I think it's the amp assignment. So this is 2 months since I last used Dolby Atmos, and I've had it switched in that mode. So not sure if I can do this. No, not that one. Right, that mode. Let's see what I can do here. Let's see. Let's go to the other configuration. Let's go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, hang on. I think there's a bit of a I think there is a bit of a scam with this bloody Atmos bloody nonsense. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not what I want. No, it won't, you know, to throw in this front wide, and then configure the 6 overhead surrounds back to where I had, oh my goodness, where I had them earlier, a couple of months ago. No, it doesn't do that. I don't want to use Auro 3D. I don't care for it. I don't care for even DTS X or DTX Pro if the firmware goes through. What's it? November, December. Don't care for it. Don't really care for Dolby Atmos. This receiver's rubbish. No, it just won't. Let me think. Because I can't remember what the Marantz layout does. I'm just trying to think how to trick this or configure this. So if I put the back surround back on, and if you have the front wide, and go to the height channel, 6, yeah, 6, yes, height 1, height 2, height 3, no, it's only allowing. I think I know what the scam is with the bloody thing. Because I've been listening to some of these crappy Dolby Atmos movies, where some of the sound is being extracted from the side, the fronts, the side surround, the back surround. I think there's a big. Oh gosh, I think it's a real big damn deal with the front wide. I mean, I've got front wide. I've got the original. You know, the 5 screen. You know, 5 screen wide. I can go 3 screen. Well, I can go mono, stereo, 3 screen, 5 screen wide. Yeah, I don't see the big deal, because you know, when it gets out to left and right channel, say if it's a dialogue pan like Gravity, and you get Ed Harris voice, or it might be George Clooney, whichever, mostly Ed Harris. He comes in the night mostly. And so it's like ISS to Houston, you know, and then you get the sound pinging, sort of like there's a shift of real fast, like gets my attention. There's other scenes where it pans slowly, and I kind of like switched it on sort of, but didn't have the channel plugged in to listen to it. I could hear the dialogue fading down, sort of thing, and then gradually, then momentarily, and then hearing it going up onto the side surround, and moving. sort of thing, and moving. So I think I'll just kind of leave it as it is, because if I wanted to sort of the sound go from there, from the left, the right, outer channels, well, they're not really outer, and then that's easy. I could throw in the, you know, matrix decoders to sort of like, you know, create, because there's not too much of a gap between there and there. By the time the sound is panning. Plus I could, not sure what I could do with the, I don't, just depend, if you know, if you have two AVRs more or less sort of the same, so if I had another one, you know, I could configure the wide to be in there. The thing is the volume control, the fader control. So if I were to fade, so if this were AVR1, and then there's AVR2, which is just gonna do a few other this upscaling, mixing, bloody channel fucking thing. You know, I'd have to have one of the faders have to control, you know, at the same time. So if I would adjust that, I want it to then adjust the other one, so that, you know, otherwise, I suppose the other way around it is using a remote, because if obviously if I use the remote, and then it's going to adjust the fader level on the two receivers. I think there'd be a way to go in there and then find the connection, that is, and then tap onto it, solder onto it, some wires, and then bring it down to the other one and then solder them on, and see if I were to adjust that, it sends the command to the other one. It's like, I think I tried to one time I tried to sync two of these up on a fader, so if I adjust that, you know, that's independent and that's independent. I connected up the fader and to both, so that they were, when I adjust the fader, both of them faded down at the same time.